Well, today, welcome guys to the shop here. Today I plan to change this thing here today. Take that off, make it look a little nicer. I'm gonna probably add this one to it. Probably like so. Back to that. This is a air compressor, which I'm making it, it's a air conditioned compressor. I'm converting it over to an air compressor, which I've already done most of the work. Piped it up, checked the check valve, put a homemade intake along with silencer pack, which if you can see how it's been made up there. I made it where you still cannot clog it up because of the air ports up on top. Put some cooling vents on it, help it cool down because it will get a little hot. Right now it's holding about 60 pounds or so. What is that? 50 I say. Anyhow, I had capacitors inside there anyhow. Well, first things first, you need to take this off of here. So, be back with you. Okay, first thing is take that nut off right there. That's it right here. Yeah, okay. This little gummy there. Anyway, come on, sucker, get out of there. Yeah, when I started doing these things here, it was, you can hear that fan. I don't have to pardon that fan. Started doing this. It was just a little hobby at first. But then I guess people started seeing them and they were really interested in them. I say, safety first, unplug your unit. Capacitor still has a little bit of charge in it. The battery there is there. That's fine. That's fine. It's all good. All I want is just to get access to this. I can cover it so I don't hurt it. Because I'm going to be unbrazing that guy right there, pulling that out, and attempting to slide this bad boy in there. I'll straighten out a little bit. I'll probably go this way instead. Gives it a little bit of a style. Not like so. And that'll attach to that, and it gives it a bit of a more style instead of swoop. Anyhow, be back with you. We'll get ready unbrazed. Okay, well, I decided to go with something like that into there. And of course I'll put that one on that side. A little sleeve, we'll braze it together without burning anything, I sure hope so. I'll take a picture of that one, we'll figure that. And then that one goes in there, the sleeve will go in there. And then we'll go, that one sleeve will go there, and another sleeve into here. And braze it all together, all happy-go-lucky. So first things first, let's cut that off of there. So I'm going to take my handy-dandy pliers here, which we don't care too much about what the name is, but there, so you can see that thing, just go around and around there, cut this off. Alright, there's one. Oh, I need that. Son of a... Oh. Alright. Do another one. If I can get the thing going. Sometimes these things take a little longer when you're making a video. But you know what? They're always fun. Hope you can see that. I don't know if you can or not, but you know. See that right about there. Oh yeah, you're perfect. You can see that. And every time you go around, you tighten it down a little bit. No more time. You see how it's creasing into it? Yeah, perfect. Alright, there's another one. I got him. We just throw that piece over there and make that go. One piece, two pieces. Oh, and the back of your pipe, your copper cutter, is a deburr. So what you do is you just take this in there and you go around like so. And what it does, it knocks up all the little frail sections of it that make you don't want that to be inside your piece that you've already cut. So like you see that right there, it gives you more of a open actual tubular section compared to that. Fold it over, now look at the size of that. It opens you up some. It's closed, it's like so much bigger, but it's the same one. So now when we get done with here, we'll open this up. All this does is go around and around. So you're just opening, not opening, you're just knocking off the burrs that were bent in. So it gives you more flow. Otherwise, when you were to leave, if you leave it like that, and that happens to be the outer pipe, what it is, you constrict. You're constricting the amount of volume that goes through because it's closing it up. Not so much constricting. You see now it's almost the same, like cylinder-like. You guys got that? I'll clean that stuff off with you. All right, so get off of there. Pretty much you can use anything that'll fit in there. You can get away with. I just use my little. We call these a shit. This is a shit house cleaner. Not because it cleans shit houses, because it was made out of crap that we had around the shop. And, you know, so it's a shit house tool, but you know what? It's a very good pry bar. Alright, so next thing, unbrace that and prepare to, because that is going to be my sleeve for this. Understand? That'll go in there. This will go in here. Alright, so, and that will go into there. The other sleeve will go here. And knock some of that off there. Alright, well, I'll be back with you. Yeah, now we look like we're ready. Yeah, safety first is down there. We got a fire extinguisher right there. Perfect. Let's get this thing done. Alright, here we go. This is always fun, settling. Yeah, perfect. Look at that perfect light. Oh, messed that one up. A little more fuel. Starting that sucker. There we go. Now the mixture for something like this would be 15 to 25, I believe it would be. So you're looking at 15 on the acetylene or propane if you do propane. I like to do my propane, but we'll see. We're going to heat this up. Now I'm not using any gloves because I got my handy danny pliers. Best thing to have. So we heat this bad boy up, and copper starts to give way around 1600 degrees. 1600 degrees. So I am going to go ahead. 1600 is where copper starts to break down. Not break down, sorry. It allows you to braze. Bring two pieces together. The steel floss that we use is 50% silver. I believe it does have some magnesium in it and some nickel and nickel in it as well. Look at that, that's fancy. Sending a smoke signal. You ask, why am I doing this? This part, or this part here is for, you're annealing the copper, making the copper softer. Because I want it to be softer for one particular thing I wanted it to be softer for. So I could easily, with no problem, maneuver it and bend it where I want it to go. Just leave it there for a second. I should be taking that one off as well, but that's under pressure at this time. I have to work on that. That has been removed. That's all set. Let that cool. Normally we will put a alcohol water bucket on a bucket with just a small cup of, I don't know, you're looking about a cup full of, for every gallon, about maybe less than a cup, well, half a cup full of denatured alcohol into a bucket of water, and a 1 gallon bucket of water, half a cup of alcohol in it. Mix it up, swirl it up, and you dip that into the water, and that copper piece will come out clean. We're talking, it'll look like if someone took a piece of Scotch-Brite and Scotch-Brite that up and cleaned it out. So that's to get rid of all the impurities and things. So we'll hold that off for later on. We'll do that later. So you didn't need all that stuff. Let that cool. Be right back. Okay, folks, now we're ready to remove the piping from the casing. As you see, I prepped it already. I removed the wires and everything else. I'm going to remove that from here. So here we go. Sometimes you need a little piece of silk floss to get it wet. And we call it getting it wet, but it's not actually. It's making things reflow in a sense. I wish I had more. Okay, so like I said, here we go. Sometimes you need a piece of silk floss to kind of get things going again, but this is just precaution, just in case I need it. I don't think I will. Here we go. Let's turn that fan off. That's all right. We're good. Like I said, about it is 1600 degrees when copper flows, and that removes out there pretty nicely, you see, right? All right. So now, since I have it hot already, I'm going to remove this piece as well. So we'll go ahead and lie it down with stuff in like so, and I will start right here. Go. Being difficult. All right. Here we go. That's it. That's garbage. Okay. Now, it's a little warm. That's not going to kind of want to fit so well there. It'll probably go there. What we can do is we can make that fit. So, give me a second. We'll make the slider on there. Why the hell am I trip over? Alright, hold on. Okay, we're back now. I think we're almost ready. I've already put the sleeve on here. I slid her in there. I made the hole a little wider so I could slip that in there. You do that with the chisel. Now, I didn't have a big enough round one. I didn't bother to actually looking, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure I do, but I went in there and just chapped that circle around, slipped it in there, and kind of put it on my vise and just tamped it down, and it made it rounder and more square, but yet you do the other side like so. And it allows you to go rounder. Now, it gives you something like that. Anyway, so I'm putting that in there, and because it should be fine like that. And this is all copper, like I said. Copper's fine. Copper's really good. It's fun to work with due to the fact that things will definitely work with copper. Copper is soft, and it'll do what you tell it to do. I want it to stay there, it's going to stay there. Now, this will go here. Right, that'll be something like so. This one will be up here. And that will be made like so. Now, isn't that pretty? Alright, so, now first things first, because it's not raised yet, which it will be soon, I want to make sure you get it all straight and down. So, I am doing this now for you. Snap already, would you? There it is. Alright. So, tighten this guy up here. Keep it where it needs to be for now. Tilt it up a little bit, like so. Flatten it out some now. There we go. We'll straighten that out here. Alright, so I have clamps for that. That's why I got these little clamps. Okay. Little bitty clamps, and I can't seem to find the ones I'm looking for, but no worries. Where are my clamps? I need them. That does not work. I got these big old clamps, and now I can't find them. Oh, that's a bit missing. Well, guess what? It's gonna work. That's it. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's do this. All right, here we go. No waste no time. Get that thing done now. Here we go. Contact. Closing it up. Yeah, and then I do have a fan running as well. It shouldn't hurt anything. It's a little cooler. Yeah, looks like I got a bug that's in my hair. Alright, they love me. They love me for sure. Alright, look at that, beautiful. So what we call now, we're buttering it up. You fill it up like so. You put the heat on, you back off, you tweak the rod, and then you make it thicker breed. Now, when you come down the bottom side, we'll just check for straightness out here. Alright, we'll go like so. You're gonna stay. Now, I want to make the flame go up. So when you make the flame go up is you heat everything that you want like you were doing before, but the difference is now you come up here and you feed it up. Make sure this side's warm in the bottom as well. So as soon as it turns golden, then you start feeding, and then you keep your torch up on top, and it allows it to go up. Like so. And now we're buttering. Do it again in the back side. Oops. Buttering as the torch goes hotter. Now I'm going to bring it down a little bit. Buttering, keep the butter going. Now we hit a little bit more on top because I know the fact that we're hitting it back and forth. I might have opened up a couple of holes. In fact, I know I really didn't, but we want a nice healthy braise on there, a nice fat one. So we're buttering this sucker up. Remember, you do a job, you own it. Alright, now, that's done there, ladies and gents. Let's go ahead and button it up. Now, because it's a sealed system, you want to do one thing. You want to open this up. What's going to happen, pressures will build, and has nowhere for the gas to go. So the pressure will build, and then you will definitely get a hole. So, turn that off for a second. We'll come back with that on that. So with the pliers, I'm going to tilt this guy this way a little bit. And so, make it straight. Beautiful. All right, now, rock and roll. One more time. Okay, here we go. And it's not straight. I'll straighten that one. No, I'm not going to straighten that now. I can do a lot of things, but sometimes I wish I had like another hand. You know what I mean? Hold on a second. I don't have another hand, but I do have tools. All right, let's do this again. You ask, what kind of torch is this? Well, this is a Harris torch that has a setting where it pops on and pops it. Pop on, pop off. You set your torch where you want it when you first start to do this, and it will stay there as long as you don't bump your knobs for the settings. Okay, you bump those, and of course that resets the whole torch again. So, but if you don't worry. And now we go to the bottom side. Bottom side mine takes, I don't think it'll take much longer, but normally because it's closer to the bulk of the metal, it might suck your heat away. So, and if it does, what you do is just heat the sucker a little bit, and you gotta make sure you go all around. If you don't go around, let's turn the piece. Even though you have it, and you look like the main way gone around, we might think, yeah, if it didn't go around this, you would have a hole here. Alright. We are sealed because we are perfectionists. We aren't clowns when we work in this business. Perfectionists, my people. We make these things work and look perfect. Now, you might think that that's kind of silly. And these rods they're too expensive to be doing all that. Well, I'll tell you what. These rods are $5 each. This torch is maybe $100, couple $100 with the tips and everything else. But if you buy the best tools and the best things to work with, you have no problems in making something like so. When it used to look like, now it looks like this. All together, all done. And I will set you up and I'll show you after I put everything back together. Take that off of there. It's a little warm right now, sure. So we're going to do a piece of glass here. And get a little wetness here, real quick. Just a little wetness, no big deal. All right. So we'll let that there do its thing, as in dry off, I mean. And we'll be back with you. I'll turn this on right now. I'll show you that what we did was perfect. And we'll blow this off real quick. So now we can tighten this up and call it good, because now we're done on this thing here. See here? It should be nice and snug there. Beautiful. Alright, turn this way here. Okay. So these needs are dry. Yeah, they're dry. It's good. It's good there. What do you think? Not too bad, though. Not too shabby. Alright, well, you're asking yourself, why did you do that? You could have just left it alone. Yeah, you're right. I could have. And it could have worked either way. But guess what? Now it looks like it has a purpose. There you go. Perfect. Looks like garbage, you say? Yeah. Your opinion. Your opinions are your own. And I think it's perfect. When I get everything, I kick the cap back on, the hump, everything else will look great. Let me show you. So it's like so right here. Goes around there. This is the protective layer. Here's my thermal shutoff switch. Sit that in there. This will keep this down to where it needs to go when it gets the cap on there. That will go there. Now we'll set everything else in. So we got yellow, we got blue, we have black. Black is my common. Alright, there we go. Boom. Everything's in there again. Alright. That one didn't have to protect the coating on it, no problem. So now we'll put the putty back on there, because I know that the protective coating on all of these things here are very important. And I'll look like these fall off. Okay, so a little bit of putty like so. What's the putty for, you ask for? Well, it's basically to keep anything out as far as water and things out of there. Let's say just has a small dielectric strength. There's some dielectric strength to this putty. And it keeps everything in here dry, because we have a cap that goes on top of it like so. Covers all of our wheels along with the putty on top of putty. Alright. In there. Spray down. Where's my nut driver? Well, I know I had a nut driver here somewhere. Who took it? What happens when you get old? Here we go, buddy. Alright. Nut driver, what is it? 5/16? What is this thing? Oh, they make these prints so small. Oh, 11/32. 5/16. You're blind. Well, it's crazy, buddy. But here you go. Now put that down there. Nice and snug. Don't break it. It's only a 11/32 screw, so make sure it's nice and snug and down the spring. Now tell me what you think. Beautiful, one. I thought so too. Take that little sticker off there, because you don't need that. It doesn't deform anything of anything. Danger, hazard, keep clear. Yes, we do know Spanish as well, so you don't need that there. You should know better to go into an electrical component cabinet. If you don't, then you should not be having this piece of equipment. So now that that's done, let's power this bad boy out. Alright, now we're down to 0. If you could probably see that, it's 0. Well, we'll turn this thing on. Boom. This should be popping up, and I'll bring you closer as soon as it gets up there. Wipe things off and move it off real quick. And if you can hear the humming, that's only because the humming, what that does, I'm going to check for pressure reads here. Alright, so as you can see, I'll bring you closer. So you can see the temperature read, the gauge is going up on the meter. So we're looking at what we're looking at there. Almost 20 pounds there. And it's hitting 20 now. Mind you, like I said, this is an air-conditioned compressor that is now being converted over to a air compressor, which is made for apartment living, folks. Mind you, these aren't made for continuous use, constant run. They can if you have the proper cooling on them. I put some heat sinks on it to attract this heat from the core out and get it better cooled. Believe that might do the trick. even if it didn't have those coolers, it would be just fine as well, only to the fact of that this unit will be outside and air will be blowing around it. If you have it in a room by itself and the hose is coming out for whatever you have to do, it's probably going to overheat and stop. That's why the thermal switch is on top of there. It will turn you off. We are now at, it popped up during that time, just about 40 pounds in there now. This will go right around 100 pounds, if not. I have a shut-off switch, electrical shut-off switch right here, which shuts off and turns on, which it says at 180, but I haven't seen quite that. That right now shuts off right now at about 90 and turns on again at 85. Imagine that. So the switch is probably bad. I'm gonna have to change it out. Well, that's how you do that, folks. Welcome back to my garage. And subscribe and like, or don't. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Will be some more lessons later on. Remember now, copper is easy. Copper is your friend. You don't need to just sell it.